guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kimberly. So today I decided to do the Khloe K braids, but spruce them up a little bit with a little zigzag part, throwing it back to that elementary school era. And then I just did a fresh bronzy makeup just for doing errands, running around on a Saturday. And then in my next video, I'll show you how to transition this look into a sassy night look with a lot more pizzazz in it. So go ahead and stay tuned. I hope you like it. First, what I will be using is a face lotion with a little bit of bronze in it to keep the face hydrated. Next, I'm going to be using a face primer, and this is one by Ultimate Face. What I really like about this product is it is liquidy, so a little bit goes a long way, and this bottle has actually lasted me a while. And I'm just putting this on with a regular foundation brush. Now with this primer, I am making sure to get it everywhere, including my lips, my eyes, and my neck, just so that the foundation comes out more evenly. Next, we will be doing the foundation, which I'm using e.l.f. in the shade Sand, and I do have my handy-dandy beauty blender. What I like to do is I like to saturate it just a little bit, because I feel like it spreads the foundation a little bit more evenly, and you get a little bit more bang for your buck. You don't have to use as much foundation when using a wet beauty blender. And I'm just making sure, again, the foundation, I'm just patting it on all smoothly, covering all areas to make everything all even one skin tone. Next, for a quick highlighting powder, I'm going to be using Ultimate Face, and it is the lightest illuminator they have with the whites. And I like to pack that on right underneath my eyelids and on top of my cheekbones, just highlighting that area. What I like about this powder is that since it's so white, this is all you really need for just a quick day look. Just brush it on and then you are ready. Now, here's one of my favorite parts of the bronzer time. I'm using Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer. It smells delicious, just like chocolate, and I'm just putting it on an angled powder brush. What I'm doing here is I'm just contouring my nose a little bit, and I'm sweeping it up towards the inner eyelid and also touching the eyebrow, because this is where your natural bone of your nose is. And in order to make it look more realistic, you need to follow your nose bone. This is one of my favorite areas to put the darker contouring shade, just because I feel like it flatters all face shapes, and I usually do this on pretty much every single person I do makeup on. Next, this is one of the many little secrets that I have under my belt. I like putting this contour shade right on the bottom of the jawline bone, because it really helps the face and narrows it down. And now we're doing the duck face to find the cheekbone. And what I like to do is first go down and then sweep up and then go down, as you can see in here. Yes, this is a baby mascara. No, we're not going to put it on the eyes. We're actually going to put this on the eyebrows. What's really nice about this is it's like a tinted brow gel. So it's going to help keep your brows in place, but it's also going to put a little bit of tint on it so you don't have to darken them fully. Next, I'm just filling them in with an angled brow brush, and I'm using NYX Brow Gel in the color brown. And what I like to do first is go underneath the eyebrow and fill it out completely. And then what I like to do is also starting at the very top of where your angled part of your brow is, fill that in and connect the dots. Now I'm just using a little spoolie just to make sure all the hairs are in place and there are no harsh lines. And this is the part of the video where I was filming my cat Binks, aka Binksy wanted to say hi. So next I'm doing nudes. Yes, it's a knockoff of the Naked palette. I'm just taking a regular old eyeshadow brush. And right now I'm using a pink color at the very top. And I'm just going to put that right underneath the brow bone to highlight the brow. Now I'm taking one of the lighter gray colors and I'm just putting that in the crease very loosely. Kind of just blending it in and building up that depth of color. Now I'm going into the lighter black, and what I'm doing here is I'm just putting it in the very outer corner of my eye. Still a little bit in the crease area, just to give it a little bit more depth and pizzazz. Now this is one of my favorite brushes. The flat brushes I really like using on the lid because it takes the most eyeshadow powder, so it gives it those really light colors and it lets it pop against the dark colors. And I just like to pat it on, just like this. Now we are getting to the ultra fun part, the eyeliner part. And this is my favorite eyeliner of all time. It's by Hard Candy and it's called Stroke of Gorgeous. This is my favorite felt tip eyeliner of all time. And what I'm doing is I'm just outlining my eyelid first because I figured that's the easiest way I've found to do the wings. Now what I'm doing is I'm just drawing a little bit of an angled line and very light pressure when I first touch the eyelid, and then I kind of put a little bit of more pressure, so that creates the little wing that you see. Now this is my mascara, my guilty pleasure, the one that I need to throw away, but I just love it so much. It's the Maybelline Pink mascara. I am so sorry, I totally forgot what it's called, but I'll be sure to put it up in the comments or description below. But it really separates those lashes. Now I'm going to be using a lip liner, and this one, it was just in the dollar section at Walmart. And what I'm doing is I'm outlining my lips, and you can't really see, but on the upper right hand corner I do have a little scar. So sometimes it looks like it's uneven, but that's just because of my little scar. So I do have one little trick, and that is right there at the bottom lip to not line it all the way. You see how I only take it about 3/4 of the way before it hits the end? And this is so that it still looks natural and not overlined. This lipstick is a Wet n Wild and it's 056. And I really enjoy this color because it's shimmery, but it's not so lip gloss shimmery. It's a nice in between of a shimmer and a matte color. Alrighty, it's time for the hair portion. Yes, that is what my hair looks like when I get out of the shower and I let it dry naturally. A hot mess. So first I'm just brushing it out. You always start from the bottom up. Now I'm taking my water bottle and I'm dampening the hair, but I really only want to get it about 25% damp, because if I got it any more damp than that, then the curls from the braid that are in the next video would be a little too tight and crazy. This is a good product. It's by Redken and it's a polished milk. And what it's going to do is keep the curls intact and beautiful without getting super frizzy. Plus, it's going to keep the braids nice and sleek and together the whole time. This is my favorite thing of all time. It's olive oil and it's a sheen spray. And you can really get this one anywhere, actually. I got this one at Walgreens. This is the only hair product that I actually got at a drugstore. And it's just going to add nourish and shine into your hair as well as conditioning it. And I'm just taking a regular black tooth comb and I'm just doing a diagonal pattern at the top of the scalp and then bringing it back down all the way to the bottom to create an even part in the back, but a zigzag up front. Now this is the fun part, the start of the Khloe K braid. Now this is actually a Dutch braid, not a French braid. So that means all the strands are going to be bringing over. You're going to be bringing out your center strand over the side strands. And the easiest way to add hair in is by choosing the hairline strand to add into the braid. So choosing the hair right next to the hairline just makes life a lot easier to add it. I have noticed over time. Next, I'm going to be taking a flat powder brush. I know, makeup while you're doing hair again. And I'm just taking the black and the brown eyeshadow, and I'm just kind of mixing that together on that flat powder brush. Now we're going to put this right next to the hairline, and what this is actually going to do is to make the hair look thicker, that you have actual hair to braid. And now we're just hairspraying the little flyaways that you get. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and learned a couple new things. So if you want, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And click on my next video, which will transition this day look into a nighttime full glam sassy fall look. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and happy Halloween. Thank you.